Hi everyone, Sam here from My Needle. I'm back to give you an update on my cross stitching and what I've been up to since I checked in with you all a couple of weeks ago. If you are a regular viewer, thank you for coming by and checking in with me as always, and if you are new, thank you for stopping by and checking out my channel. Because today is Thursday, this is my cross stitch video update, Flosstube, blah blah blah. And on Monday obviously my knitting update will come out, so there'll be separate videos so you can pick and choose what you would like to see. So today's video I have some stuff that's come in, some stash. I have two finishes, I have a new start, some whips, I have a couple of giveaways at the end, and I got asked on a couple of videos ago some storage ideas, so that will be at the end as well. So we'll jump straight into it. It is Thursday the 31st of March here in New Zealand. It's just before 4 PM. I finished work for the day and study, so empty house. I thought I'll jump in early with you guys, and yeah. Right. So the first thing we will do is I'll show you my finishes. So my first finish I had was Flower Market by Stitching with the Housewives. I was stitching mine on a piece of 16 count chalkboard Ada, and last time you saw it I had to do some frogging as I made the arse of my truck too wide. So I fixed all that and it's finished. I used all the called for threads, apart from bamboo, which is the white. I swapped mine out for 38.65, just DMC. So that's one finish. And I don't know if I actually started this last time I checked in with you guys, but it's another finish I have. It's called Coffee Buzz. It's a freebie on the Plum Street blog. Paulette done this in 2008, I think. So this is my finish. I have omitted the top and bottom borders and the doobly dip bits, sprinkles, whatever you want to call them, that goes with them. This is stitched on 28 count T Monaco, and I used Gentle Arts Current 2/2. So there it is there. I am a loop method starter, so I just done the loop method. I did do one stitch at a time where I could. So that's a finish. In case anyone's interested, that's my back. So those are my two finishes. I'm hopefully going to get a frame for the Plum Street, because then that can hang in the kitchen, because my husband and I are coffee drinkers. So I had those finishes on Thursday last week, and then on Saturday that's just been. So my new start I started on Sunday. If I keep looking down, it's because I'm looking at my book of days where I have all my stitching notes. So my new start was a Stitchy Stars, which is a PDF download I got from Fat Quarter Shop, because it's their design. This came out last year sometime, and they were doing paper patterns only, so when I could I bought the PDF. So this is what the design is here. I'm stitching mine on a piece of random 16 count Ada I had in my stash, and I have changed all the threads to sulky. So I just picked out some sulky. I got rid of the red and the pinks that they had in their chart, and I'm just trying to pick up the other two. That's mine there. Wait. So those are my colours. So sulky 1071, it's the white, and yellow is 0502. And then I have a green, which is 1815. The navy blue is 1283. And then this one, kind of tealy, is 1095. So there's my start. I have finished one block. Started on the second. Okay. This is a bit of mottled, kind of like that, beigey tea-like Ada. I'm just going to do, so I think there's 7 blocks total, and I'm just going to do 5 of them and hang them this way rather than that way. So I've just turned it. So yeah, so that's my new start, just a small. And then what else? I have been working on my goals that I spoke about last time. They are not due to start till April, so tomorrow. So when I was with you last, I picked out 4 of my larger pieces, and then I set goals on each of those, so I could hopefully have them finished by the end of the year. One is a rather large goal, and I don't know if I'll get there, because I would have to solely stitch on that for a long period of time, but we'll see. So one of those was my Flea Market flowers by Fat Quarter Shop. I keep it in this bag that I made with the help of Judith. So this is Flea Market flowers. I'm stitching this on fabric from Country Stitch, which is a New Zealand dyer. I'm in her rainbow club, so each month I get a large piece and a smaller piece of a 32 count Lugana, or 28 count depending on what I choose. So at the moment I'm just getting 32s, but before I was getting a 28. And Flea Market Flowers is on the colour Hokey Pokey. So here's where we're up to. So my goal on this each month is to get 2 smaller bits done, or 1 of the large squares. So this month I've done this one. So this is all called for DMC. Very happy with that. I keep all my threads on the floss keep that I got from Fat Quarter Shop when I ordered the chart. So they're all just DMCs. And another one I keep in this bag that I actually pulled out and done some work on, so I'll just show it to you now, is my Button and Beads Mill Hill kit, Moonstruck. So this is done on perforated paper. And what's going on here? Okay. So last time, so what have I done? I have filled in along here and some black up here. So not much, because I can only stitch on this during the day. It's too hard for me to see at night, being on black. And then another goal I had was my Cat Lovers piece by Jardin Privé, another bag by Judith. This is what it is going to look like here. And I'm stitching mine on a piece of 28 count Lugana from Country Stitch in the colour Mushroom, using the called for DMC. I'm sure I worked on this. Oh well, nah, I can't remember what I've done. Maybe I didn't touch it this time. But the goal in this piece is to do 1 large motif and 2 smaller ones each month. So there's that. Did I work on this? Maybe I didn't work on this since last time. Oh well, you gotta check it out anyway. One piece I know I definitely worked on since I last saw you was my Beachcomber piece by Carolyn Manning Designs. I'll insert a picture here of what it will look like when it's finished. This is being stitched on a piece of 18 count Ada. I'm using one strand of DMC. Oh. Excuse the head view. You won't be able to really see what I've been doing, but I did stitch on this since I last saw you. I'm using this light colour so you can't really see what I'm doing, but in here. So I finish this one here. Yeah, I've completely finished this side. I'm finishing this side. I saw someone on Instagram had posted one of the shooting stars they're doing, and they are filling in the complete diamonds first and then going back and filling in the triangles, so I thought I'd give it a crack. And my goal on this is roughly 425 stitches a week, or 1700 stitches a month. And funny enough, that's all I've worked on. Not a lot of projects, but I've done a fair amount of work on everything. I have been knitting a little bit as well, not much there. Been doing a lot of reading instead. The husband and the kids got me for my birthday a book that's a true account with some name changes in it from a person that used to be in the drug underworld. So it's written by a drug lord, and the book's called I Am a Drug Lord. It's my jam, so I've been reading a lot of that and sleeping a lot because I've been in the office 4 days this week. Right, what's next for you guys? One thing I have been working on during the week, when I get some time, is this is my cross stitch journal project tracker. I don't know what you would call it. And in here I have the name of the chart, the designer's start date, finish date, stitch size, any notes, which threads I used, if I've made any changes. And this week I've been going through and adding product pictures, so just printing them off. So like here I've got all the threads that were used and any changes in the fabric. So yeah, I've got this caught up to date. And more up to date. So yeah, I was spending a little bit of time this week doing this, and then I went through and highlighted and updated if I finished anything. So if it's highlighted here, it generally means I've finished it. So when I do a quick flip through, that's a good thing to note. So that's my little side project. So my stash has come in. I've got my Rainbow Club from Catherine for March. So my large piece is a 32 count Lugana in the colour Haystack. That's up there. So this is a really nice neutral colour. I'm very pleased with that. And then my second piece is another 32 count Lugana in the colour Blackcurrant. Oh yeah. Very pleased with that. And then I also ordered from Catherine a Mirabilia. I have in my stash Royal Games 2, so I ordered Royal Games 1. I don't know when I'll start these, but I need to get some other stuff off my plate. Hence why I only started something small. And then I've got half of my order from 123 Stitch. I placed an order because I wanted the new Blackbird design book from Market, so I ordered that and that's on the way. And then I ordered some extra charts. So I've got Heartstring Samplery and Plum Street's the Sewn in Friendship pieces. So I thought what I'll do with these is, so when I come to stitch these, I will pick some smaller cuts that I've got from Catherine from my 32 count, and then I'll sew them together, but on 2 different colours. I thought I'd do that. They're not that big, they're only 100. This one's 110 by 75, and then this one's 108 by 73. They use weeks, but I can just use DMC. That's fine. I also got another Plum Street. This is Always Remember from 2021. This is 139 by 114. I will omit the American flag. I'm not American. Actually, I'll change the flag to the New Zealand flag, I think. That'll be better. I like me houses from here. So yeah, it's very cool. And then I have seen a few Flosstubers stitching this piece and I decided to get it. I'm actually going to ask Catherine if she can dye a piece to suit for me. So it's the Scarlet House Entwined Hearts. This is supposed to be stitched on 40 count Aztec red linen from Weeks, but that's a hell no. And you can either do it in silk or classic colourworks or DMC, so I'll probably just see what I have in classic colourworks in my stash. Otherwise I'll swap for DMC or whatever else I can do. So yeah, very pleased. I'm looking forward to starting this, but I need to finish something before I can start it. It's very cool. So yeah, I'll get a hold of Catherine and ask her to do next month something for this. So that is my haul, not much at all. Right, I'll do the giveaways and then we will talk some storage ideas that I have or that I use. So I have 2 giveaways. They are both wintry Christmas themed. Just a couple of charts out of my stash. They're new, I haven't used them, but I've decided I'm not going to stitch these, so I thought I'd give them away. The first one is Noel from Bendy Stitchy, just a small. It uses 3 colours. So if you would like this chart, just use the word Noel. I'll send this anywhere in the world. Just click a stamp on it and away it goes. And the next one is by Country Cottage Needleworks. It's called Lovers in the Year. Oh, there we go. A couple of little snowmen holding hands, and it says Lovers in the Air. It's not a very big piece, I don't think. So if you would like to stitch this, just use the word snowmen. And I will draw that on my next video, which will be 14th of April. So I will draw them on the 13th for my video on the 14th. And that's really all my stitching content. So if you're not going to stick around to see how I store some of my stuff, that's cool. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. So this is the cabinet that stores all my cross-stitching supplies. So this was purchased off Facebook Marketplace a little over a year ago. It's in vintage, well, don't even know if it's vintage really. It's a 1920s antique cabinet. It's got vinyl wood oak stuff on it. Yes, it has duct tape holding the door shut because eventually my husband and I will do a refurb job on this. So yeah, this is where everything is stashed. So in these side cabinets here, oh, this one and this one is actually all my knitting stuff. So yarns in this, and then accessories for knittings in there. And those two bags, oh, two bags there and there that you can see is actually my knitting projects. And then on top we obviously have little knickknacks and flowers and stuff. So my cross stitching's actually kept in this cabinet. So in the cabinet, and then in the drawer up top here is where I keep my threads. So in this cabinet here you can see that I have some baskets, and it is all my fabric and it's organised by count. So majority of these baskets have stickers or labels on them, so I know the counts. So kind of on this side is 14 and 28 count, and 16, 18 and 20 count, and up this side is my 32 count, 25 counts under there, and this is just extra bits and pieces like thread rings, thread holders, floss away bags and the likes of that. And then down here, this section here is all my kits, so that's mainly bothy thread kits and any other kits I have down there. I think I've got a shepherd's bush, I've got a mill hill maybe sitting down there, so that's all that. All those there that you see stacked on top are all paper PDF patterns that I've printed out, and they're in clear files just to keep them protected while in the cabinet. And then yeah, I just keep them laying flat there. And then up here is all my charts that I haven't stitched. So only in this cabinet is stuff that I haven't stitched. So I have a whole heap of plum streets, blackbird, Mirabilias there, you can see some Lizzie Kates and the likes. And here I just have a couple of diamond art kits sitting there. And then just a box of knickknacks here. And then up the side there is some plastic canvas. So that's what's inside the cabinet. And now I'll show you how I store my threads in the drawer. Alright, so in this drawer, the drawer of the cabinet should I say, I store my threads in the top. So there's a basket on each side. In this first basket we have my soul keys, you can see my weeks, my classic colourworks and my gentle arts. This side I have my Victoria mottos, and then I have a container with a whole heap of DMCs that are already bobbinated, and then just some other DMC diamante and stuff in there. And in the centre is all my extra skeins that I aren't wound up. So I have a box of 310, I have a whole heap of 3865s in there and some other bits and pieces. So this is how I store my thread. And yeah, you guys hung in with me for that long, thank you very much. And I appreciate you coming and checking out my video. Don't forget, if you'd like to enter to win the charts, use the words that were provided earlier. Just leave me a message below, and once again I'll draw them before my next video, which should be about the 14th of April hopefully. And yeah, so thank you again, and I look forward to catching up with you all in a few weeks. Happy stitching everyone, bye.